Hello, and welcome to Unexplained Possibilities Podcast. I'm your host, Melvin the Crimson Taurus, and with me is the third eyed mystic herself, the ever so lovely Niema.
Hello, everyone.
The show for July we had on Bonnie Woodruff, and we were talking to her about different little paranormal experiences, the Goatman's Bridge, Zozo, and blah blah blah. Well, I happened to capture or saw a few anomalies while I was editing that show, and it is possible that we captured 16 EVPs. Nima, do you know what an EVP stands for?
No, I actually don't.
Okay, so EVP stands for Electronic Voice Phenomenon, and what that means is basically we possibly captured voices from, well, spirits, ghosts, energy, whatever you want to call it. It looks like we've captured some. Now, if you guys follow the channel, then you know that I put up those 16 EVPs in a video by itself so everyone can hear and check out. And I gotta admit, listening to them over and over, some of them are a little freaky. Some of them, I think, well, I won't say some of them I can explain, but one of them I definitely can explain. And other ones, no freaking clue.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, same.
Nima, you said you actually had a friend listen to it, right?
Yeah, he listened to all of them and he simply stated that a lot of them, it felt like they were coming from Bonnie's end,
Uh huh.
and also that a lot of them seemed like grunts or like, I don't know, just like really foul noises, but it was really hard to make out. So
Yeah,
that's what I got from it.
yeah, that's the things with those EVPs. They are extremely hard to figure out, especially when you're not a professional at it. so,
Yeah.
but
Hmm.
I never claimed to be a pro. This is just something I saw and I was like, oh, what is this? But I can confirm all of them are definitely from Bonnie's side. They're not from my side and it's not from your side.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. She has a lot of friends.
You know, man, you're like, oh, that's so comforting because I can't have some snarls going on behind my back.
Right? Seriously, you already have bad dreams, all right?
And, then you have me. I don't dream at all. So, what does that say? That's actually not good. I wonder, what does that mean? How do you just fall asleep, it's black, and you wake up?
I think a lot of people are like that. A lot of people don't remember their dreams, but you do in fact have dreams. So,
Okay, so as long as it doesn't mean I'm a future serial killer or something, I could dig it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my greatest fear. No, that is not my greatest fear. Um, can you guess what my greatest fear is?
It's got to be something random. Like, I don't know. What is it?
I have
Never mind.
several, but I'll share this one, and it is being able to drink or eat nothing but coconut and anything with artificial cherry. Oh God, oh, that's a nightmare. That's terrifying for me. And you might be
Like
saying,
legit terrifying?
like, yeah. Now I know you're like, of all things, coconut and artificial cherry.
Yeah, what's
Well,
up with
here's the
that?
thing. I hate coconut. It's just disgusting. I don't know why people like it. It's just
Wow.
terrible. The texture, the taste, everything about it. If someone gives me coconut, I'm spitting it in their face. That simple. And
That's intense.
I hate coconut. But artificial cherry is worse.
I
Because
want
not.
someone to make a meme out of that. Melvin hates coconut. Like, what?
Just saying. And artificial cherry, though, that's worse. Because that stuff, not only does it just taste disgusting, but when I taste it, smell it, and sometimes even when I think about it, I'll just bleh, hurl.
But It's only artificial, like you can do regular
Yeah,
cherries.
regular cherries are good, but artificial cherry? Nope. I can't do it.
Okay. So question for you.
Yes.
Well, you don't drink though, right?
Nope.
Because when they have garnishes, when you like serve drinks, that garnished cherry isn't actually real cherry. It's like cherries soaked in artificial cherry juice,
Oh,
I
like
think, like some
maraschino
weird juice.
cherries. Ugh.
Yes.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
terrible. I
So
can't
I'm
do
like, I wonder
maraschino.
if you can't have those. Okay.
No. I will seriously just throw up if I smell it, if I taste it's just I can't. And they taste terrible anyway, but ugh. Yeah, so there you go. So
That's
if you ever want
funny.
to play a prank on me, send me some strawberry lemonade, but really it's artificial cherry inside. And
Oh, like those chocolates with the cherries in them. You won't even know it's coming. You'll be like, "Oh, chocolate." Bam.
oh yeah, and if it's a maraschino cherry in there, I'm done. I'm just blah blah. Oh, you heifer, blah. So there you go. That's one of my greatest fears. What does it have to do with EVPs? Absolutely nothing.
Right. That was a small rant.
I mean, I don't know where it came from, but hey, whatever. Out of curiosity, what's one of your greatest fears?
Uh, um, I would say like losing all touch with reality. Is that like too deep?
No, it's not too deep, but I'm just thinking to myself, losing all touch with reality, yet, you know, you kind of do the shroom thing. And,
Well, okay. So there's okay, so the shrooms you know is gonna go away.
yeah.
And you know that's gonna be over soon. But like mental illness, like having dementia or
Ah,
hallucinating
okay.
super hardcore on a regular basis or like schizophrenia, like that kind of stuff like genuinely scares me because it's just it's a lot and it's for the rest of your life.
Gotcha.
It doesn't go away.
Now, let's jump into these EVPs. So, yeah, this small talk is done and over with. Let's do it.
Or is it? Just kidding. Go.
Okay, so, guys, this everything that you're about to hear with the EVPs is in order from earliest to latest. So, it's literally, if you were to watch the podcast, it'll be the EVPs would be at the beginning to the very end. So it's in order. Nothing's been cut, put out of place. And who knows, maybe have a little fun game where you listen to the podcast and see if you could figure out where they go. Good luck with that because some of them are really hard to find. All right, so here is EVP number one. Before we get into your experiences, can you share with us some of the history of Goatman's Bridge?
Okay, Goldman's Bridge. Okay, Goldman's Bridge. Okay, Goldman's Bridge.
All right, then that's number one. And I forgot to say, as you guys could hear towards the end, I tried to enhance the sound some, which I'm not very good at, and I tried to clean it up, which I'm also not very good at. But for someone who's not very good at it, I think I did a decent job.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Nima, what the heck is that? Did you hear it, first of all?
I did hear it, and in the beginning, it kind of felt like something was being said. Of course, I can't make it out, but towards the end, it sounds like it might have been just like like a electronic glitch or something, not necessarily a voice.
Yeah, totally possible. And when I listened to it, you know, I honestly thought it was saying yes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I can't tell too much. And that's the thing about this stuff, guys. You know, nothing is 100%. Like it could be glitches here and there, it could just be someone bumping a mic or whatever. So, if you hear something that we don't or disagree, feel free to let us know. We want opinions from everywhere because I can't explain this.
Yeah.
So, but let's listen to it one more time here. Before we get into your experiences, can you share with us some of the history of Goatman's Bridge?
Okay, Goatman's Bridge. Okay, Goatman's Bridge. Okay, Goatman's Bridge.
Gosh, what is that? I don't. Maybe now it's.
It even sounds like it's talking while she's okay. Goatman's Bridge.
And then that like pops or something.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
it sounds almost like a whisper. It's so weird. And I don't know. I really don't know. I just have no idea. And here's the other thing. If you actually listen to where the conversation is happening normally, you can actually hear the whatever that whisper or whatever it is. And the thing is, as we were speaking to one another, we couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
How? So here it is, just the normal part, and see if you guys could hear, pick it up. Before we get into your experiences, can you share with us some of the history of Goatman's Bridge?
Okay, Goatman's Bridge.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely talking while she's talking.
So
That
yeah,
weird.
I have no idea. I just think it's really cool. And Bonnie, I'm sorry, but I'm happy it's on your side.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is the second EVP.
I was really close to the creek. And I was really close to the creek. And
All right, Nima, what's up with this?
I don't know. It just sounds like someone has a breathing problem.
Now, yeah, you hear breathing problem. Now, all right. So when I was speaking to Bonnie and I played this one for her, she and I both heard death. Yeah, you're like, no, it's a breathing problem. Well, I heard death.
Play it again for me. Let me
All right,
see.
let's play this sucker again.
I was really close to the creek. And I was really close to the creek. And
All right.
Maybe.
Wait, say that again, Nima?
I would say maybe. Now that you say death, it kind of sounds like, but she really didn't finish like the death, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, death.
And that's also the problem when you're viewing these things and listening. Sometimes you don't want to say what you hear first because it honestly could actually taint what the other person hears.
Yeah.
So it's very, very tricky. But yeah, for me though, I honestly think it's saying dead or death. So let's play it one more time.
I was really close to the creek. And I was really close to the creek. And
I don't know. And that one is freaky
Interesting.
to me. And also, it's one of those things again where you just, for whatever reason, you don't hear it when you're speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why do you think that is?
Maybe they don't want to be heard.
But yet they do. They're clearly speaking. It may be. Again, I don't know. Allegedly. There we go. That's what you have to say. Allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Well, that's not
Maybe
good.
that's true.
Okay, so I should say that there's a good chance my computer is going to cut off because I just saw something that I didn't recognize before. So if it does, it'll just come back in like 2 minutes. So yeah, just be aware of that, okay?
Okay.
So sorry. Anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you saying?
Okay, yeah, because the way my friend was describing it is if they are appearing or communicating, if we can hear them. So they're basically trying to lower their frequency low enough to like try and contact us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't know how it works, but that's what he was trying to say. And I'm like, okay, that's a good theory on why we can actually hear them come through.
Yeah, and then the other thing is, who knows how much energy it takes for them to do this?
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
they could be shouting, and all we're getting is something that sounds like a whisper.
Hmm. True.
Niema, we're gonna have to get you on the other side so you can report back to us with how this works.
Wait, what's up?
We're gonna have to get you on the other side so you can report back to us with how this works.
With how what works? What? Put me on where? Don't put me anywhere. Where am I going? No.
To the other
I
side.
do not I do not volunteer as tribute, okay?
Aw. You sure?
No, I mean, I think I'll just stay here and you can go try your luck.
Yeah, right. Alright, here is the third EVP, or the third capture. I'm not going to say EVP, I'm just going to say capture. So here's the third capture.
Well, it is trying to get your attention. And he's like, okay. Well, it is trying to get your attention. And he's like, okay.
So that's one of the weird noises. I mean, that is, you can't argue that that's some weird noise. I don't know what, but it's definitely
It sounds like a slurp or something.
yeah, that's funny. A person who I was speaking to, they listened the to the video I posted the other week, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, it sounds like it's slurping or licking its lips. Like it's some type of perverted thing. Like what is it doing?" So I'm fairly certain this was not Bonnie. I'm pretty sure it wasn't me. Niema, was that you?
No.
You sure?
But I do have problems breathing, but I don't think it involves me slurping.
Yeah, that one is weird though. Like I can't explain that. And then why would it slurp?
Right. Yeah.
You know, and listening to it now, it actually is kind of like menacing almost like ugh. Like seriously, it's so weird. But if you heard that while we were live, would you have said something?
No.
Really? Why not?
Because I don't know it could be anything. I don't want, if it's just like someone's noise, I don't want to be like, oh, what was that?
I'm sorry, I have to slurp every now and then. Yeah, but that one is a weird one, and it's somewhat menacing. But let's move on to capture 4, or jump out the window
Right.
if you must.
Well, and then I'm going, right. Well, and then I'm going, right. Well, and then I'm going,
All right. So what's up with this one?
I think someone's like swallowing air and getting ready to talk.
Okay, so that's what you think. Uh, I don't really have an opinion because I was like I don't know what this could be. It just stands out,
Yeah.
and this is one of the few where it's like yeah, it's probably nothing there. So, but saying that, let's listen to it again. Or jump out the window if
right.
you must.
Well, and then I'm going, right. Well, and then I'm going, right. Well, and then I'm going,
Okay, so this is the only issue I have. You hear Bonnie speaking, right? And then she pauses and
Yeah.
I speak and then that noise happens. But for
Right.
me, it doesn't really line up with Bonnie. I don't think she would just take a giant gaps of air right there. And I know you were quiet
Yeah,
and
I think the second time you played it, it did sound kind of uh, interesting, like
yeah, so
different.
and I'm fairly certain it wasn't me because I actually have a habit of moving very far away from the mic or just muting it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hear it again because now I don't know. This one's iffy. Or jump out the window if
right.
you must.
Well, and then I'm going, right. Well, and then I'm going, right. Well, and then I'm going,
Huh. Let's play this specific part here. You must. You must. Wow, this does it right after I finish speaking. Holy smokes. Um, could be me, I suppose, but I don't think it is.
Yeah.
So let's hear it one more time. And I'm just going to start from right here. You must.
well, and then I'm going, right. Well, and then I'm going,
I don't know. That one is weird. I,
Yeah.
hearing it back now, I don't know. It could be something. So now, what do you think? Do you think whatever, if it's something that is paranormal and making these noises, do you think it's positive, negative, or neutral?
Mm, I don't know. I think because I thought it was grunts or something, and from what my friend said, I feel like it's more negative based. But I mean, ultimately, I don't think I could figure it out.
Yeah, and it's so interesting because I'm pretty sure when you were speaking to Bonnie, like you feel that she's such a positive person,
Right.
and it's just hard to imagine anything negative would be around her. But saying that, she goes to places with a lot of energy and some gnarly stuff.
Yeah.
But the
Mm-hmm.
good thing is she knows what she's doing, so she's pretty protected.
Right. As long as she can protect herself, it's all good.
Yeah, but someone like myself or perhaps you, we go over there. Ah, boy, just bend over and take it. I excuse my French, but that's really the only way to
Whoa.
put it. All right, so let's hear the next capture.
they're meaning, they're meaning.
Okay, so this is one of those weird slurping ones again. And I don't think it was Bonnie. So, what do you think, Nima?
Yeah, I feel like it's normal noises somehow.
You think it's normal? Okay. Now, what
I
could
just can't.
cause
I
them, though?
can't. Yeah, I just can't hear any. I just can't hear words, so it makes it so difficult to
Yeah,
believe that
well,
it's
I,
like.
I, I don't think anything is saying anything here. But let's listen again.
They're meaning, they're meaning.
What do you think it's saying?
I don't think it's saying anything. I think it's just a weird noise. No, honestly, because I like when it came to these, it was like I had to listen to them repeatedly, and it's not saying anything. And
Hmm.
sometimes with weird captures and stuff, you're not going to always hear words and things of that nature or make it out. Like, it honestly could be just weird noises for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I think this is just one of those cases. And I mean, it's just hard for me to say that, oh yeah, this is coming from Bonnie. I mean, yeah, the noise is coming from her side, but is she personally making it? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
So it's just so odd. And this actually gives me a taste on what a few of my paranormal friends and them, when they have to review EVPs and stuff. I'm getting a
Mm-hmm.
little taste on how annoying it actually is now.
They review them, so they like go through and kind of critique them and
Yeah,
or
they
what?
go through them and they have to listen to hours and hours of footage just for even the smallest noise. And when
Oh
they capture
wow.
that small noise, they have to isolate the sound and listen to it over and over to make sure it's nothing from the environment, and to actually see if it is something paranormal and if it's actually responding to a question or something.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
yeah, it's not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So, but let's hear this again.
Their meaning. Their meaning.
You know what? Now that I was actually listening even closer, it might
Mm-hmm.
actually be saying something. You don't mind if I click this again, do you?
Oh no, I was thinking that the same thing earlier. Go ahead.
All right.
Their meaning. Their meaning.
Huh.
Yeah, play that ending again.
And oh,
The
okay.
two.
So the
Yeah, there
the
you go.
louder ones.
Right.
All right. Here you go.
Yeah, that sounds like a comment or something. I don't know
Yeah.
what, but maybe like a noise in response. I don't know.
Yeah. Almost like let me hear it again. Hold up. This sounds so weird, but I almost want to say, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like
Like
it
it's like a
was
real scary, yeah.
like it was going
Kind
for
of creepy.
yeah, like it was going to say sure, and then it switched to yeah, like just something like that. Sure, yeah. Like what? Yeah, yeah. Huh. I don't know. That's a weird one.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was just some noise, but no, I think you're right. I think it is actually trying to say something.
Mm-hmm. Like an agreement or comment.
Oh wow! Well, look at your sharp hearing.
Yeah, but I'm a ninja.
So when you start doing your stuff, what are you gonna? What's gonna happen if you find some anomalies? Are you gonna freak
Oh,
out?
oh, I am not even trying to. I'm just gonna assume it's all environmental.
You know what? You better not have me hear anything, because if I spot something, I'm telling you.
Oh, please don't.
All right, so let's go to this next capture.
An image of something. An image of something. Of something. Of something. Of something.
Well, that was clearly your voice speaking, but that, I don't know about that one.
Right.
And
It's and it wasn't Bonnie in response, right?
it was not Bonnie.
So yeah, and then when it got louder, it sounded weird for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, and I mean, to me, it honestly just sounds like it's going in agreement with you almost. It's like,
Mhm.
like it's listening.
Yeah.
S- So let me play this again.
An image of something. An image of something. Of something. Of something. Of something.
And here's the other thing. We know it's not you because it does it right when you're speaking,
Yeah.
and it's loud. And I remember this because I actually heard this one, and I happened to be uh, watching the monitor where I can see when everyone's speaking and who isn't. Bonnie was not speaking during this. She didn't say a word.
Wow.
So that one, that one is weird. I don't know what to say to it. I think this one is pretty undeniable that it's it was another thing there with us and it was listening in.
Yeah, like there's just a bunch of spirits just chilling, like agreeing with us and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, so when you first heard that, what did you think?
Uh, initially I thought maybe it was like saying, like, agreeing,
Uh-huh.
like you said. But I mean, if it's not coming from her recording, then it's got to be something else because it's right in the middle of what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so weird though, and I'm actually getting like my hair, the little hair I have on my arms is actually standing up slightly thinking about this.
Hmm.
All right, let's play it one more time.
An image of something. An image of something. Of something. Of something. Of something.
Yeah, that one's weird. It's not Bonnie, and we know for a fact it's not you, and I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Yep, that's a good one.
All right, so let's move on.
And that's kind of how that works. And that's kind of how that works. And that's kind of how that works.
Now, I know for a fact no one actually heard that like in the initial sentence that Bonnie was saying because it's so low and it's so quick.
Hmm.
And even on the little enhance, you could barely hear it. And let me play it one more time for you guys.
And that's kind of how that works. And that's kind of how that works. And that's kind of how that works.
Did you catch it?
Yeah,
All right, what was it?
I feel like I heard like question or something. It's kind of like I don't know. What did you hear?
Well, I didn't hear a question, but I'm going to listen to it again and see if I pick it up. But for me, I just hear something that goes real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's hear it again, though. I'm going to see if I can pick out that question.
And that's kind of how that works. And that's kind of how that works. And that's kind of how that works.
Oh, wow. Okay. I could definitely see how you could hear question.
Yeah, in the beginning it's more of like the sound, and then yeah.
Oh, wow. Let's play that again.
And that's kind of how that works. And that's kind of how that works. And that's kind of how that works.
Oh, wow. Wow. That was a good catch. Like, I honestly just thought it was like some type of. That was it.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you hear that? Like when I sent you everything initially, did you catch it on the first listen?
No, no, I don't think I did. I mean, when you sent the first email of all of them, I don't think I caught most of them.
Wow, that's a good one. Huh.
But is it because I told you question that now you
Yeah,
hear it,
yeah. Well,
or?
that's part of the problem with these things. It could be, but
Mm-hmm.
um, but I could definitely see how you would hear question because, like, listen again. It really does sound like question, like you said earlier, that quick and shin.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow, that was a good freaking catch.
nailed it.
Yeah, A for you. Wow, that's actually. I'm sorry. I'm gonna play it one more time. And I don't know if you noticed this or not, but the captures, like the ones with the voices,
Mm-hmm.
is it just me? But are they different voices? Like sometimes it sounds like a male, and then sometimes it sounds like a female.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so like the one that we heard before this one that went, that sounded like a female to me.
Right, and then there was another one earlier that said Mel.
Yeah, so what is up with that? Alright, so let's go to the next and see what we're going to hear now.
People shoulders, yes. And when you say people shoulders, yes. And when you say people shoulders, yes. And when you say
I think you heard well, I won't say anything yet. You tell me what you heard.
Well, can you play it again for me? Because yeah.
Yeah.
people shoulders, yes. And when you say people shoulders, yes. And when you say people,
Alright, do you want to hear it again?
I feel like I hear yeah, but it also seems like there's something else being said right when she's talking again. Does that make sense?
Oh, I didn't catch that if she did. Oh, Christ. I edited some of that out. Okay, let's see.
people shoulders, yes. And when you say people shoulders, yes. And when you say people shoulders, yes. And when you say
Huh. I'm gonna have to go back to that one then. If you think you're hearing something else, and I'll re-edit it.
Yeah, well, if you zoom in, it looks like there's a little notch before. Oh, never mind. Okay, that
Oh,
makes
that's
sense.
right. You can see the screen, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Okay, guide me where.
No, I think I figured it out why it's like that because it still has that mark when you play it again. Um,
Oh, so
people shoulders, yes. And when you say people shoulders, yes. And when you say people shoulders, yes. And when you say
yeah, I think it's saying yeah or damn.
I think it's saying yeah. Yeah, I think it's saying yeah.
Oh,
I could be wrong, but
no, I agree with the yeah more so.
I mean, jeez, I hope it's saying that. But again, this is one. It doesn't sound like me. Doesn't sound like you. And Bonnie was speaking, so it makes no sense. Why would she just say,
people shoulders, yes. And when you say
yeah? Why would she go to, yeah, and then like, as you can see, because Nima, you can see my screen. Um,
Hmm.
the little sound waves. Well, you can see where Bonnie is speaking, and then you see where the voice comes through,
Right. Hmm.
and there's a difference there.
Yeah,
Like
a huge
even
difference.
yeah, so Someone, you tell me. All right, let's move on to the next one. If this is the one I think it is, then I can explain. Let's find out.
Of you where you're overthinking it, and it's of you where you're overthinking it, and it's of you where you're overthinking it, and it's
Okay, it was not the one I was thinking of,
It
but
just feels like she inhaled.
yeah, and when I first heard it, I thought it sounded like a turntable scratch or something. I don't even know where to begin. I'm just gonna play this again and probably move on.
of you where you're overthinking it, and it's of you where you're overthinking it, and it's of you where you're overthinking it, and it's
Okay, we're gonna go to the next
That
thing.
is definitely not similar to to a turntable.
I don't even care at this point. You just gave me the hardest laugh in I don't know how long. So you guys think whatever you want. I don't even care. It doesn't matter at this moment because it just doesn't. Let's just go to the next one.
Oh, jeez.
All right, here we go.
it is a hard thing just to kind of it is a hard thing just to kind of it is a hard thing just to kind of
All right, so two things. One, there's a very loud truck outside. And two, I don't think this one is anything at all except for just the mic being weird.
Yeah, I felt like that was an echo
Yeah,
of her.
I honestly think this is nothing after listening to it and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is like whatever.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we both agree on that.
Hmm.
Okay, now let's go to this one. Let's talk about Zozo, or the Z
all right,
entity.
right, oh, where do okay, so all right, right, oh, where do okay, so all right, right, oh, all right, right, oh,
Okay, now this is one of them that just rightfully freaked me out.
Hmm.
And before I say anything, did you hear anything?
No, honestly, I can't make out the EVP.
All right. For me, I'm hearing something, but I'm gonna play it again and just and let's see. Um, just yeah. Let's talk about Zozo, or the Z
all right,
entity.
right, oh, where do okay, so all right, right, oh, where do okay, so all right, right, oh, all right, right, oh,
Still nothing, correct?
Yeah. Yep. Still nothing.
For me, I honestly hear something, and it sounds almost like a southern accent to me, but then it might not be. It could just be how it's speaking. And I swear, I hear "be gone" or something like that. Yeah, I swear, I hear "be gone."
Hmm.
And this one, rightfully, it freaks me out because number one, we're talking about the Z entity, which is always kind of iffy because that thing is popping up every freaking place. And Bonnie, she was in that house. Um, Even though it was a while ago now, she was still in there, and that energy still stays with you for a bit. And this thing, I don't know what's up with it, but it's just able to manifest, even when it shouldn't be able to. Outside of Ouija boards now, it is able to manifest. And to me, like I said, it sounds like it's saying, be gone. And the thing
Hmm.
is, though, I don't think it's saying it like it's the Z entity. I don't think it's that thing. I think it's something else saying be gone. Like don't talk about it. Its presence isn't welcomed here. But that's just me.
Hmm.
I swear I hear be gone.
Wow.
Now, Nima, we know you kind of. I won't say you have experience in the field exactly, but you fiddled around every now and then. What would you do if you unleashed something like a Z entity or an angry spirit or whatever?
I don't even know what that would look like, honestly. Um, yeah, I I don't know. Probably a lot of nightmares.
Well, I was thinking about this, and I don't know if you'd get nightmares as opposed to a bad feeling. Like, that feeling of being watched.
Hmm.
Like, have you ever gotten that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Mhm.
terrible feeling. And, I think that's what happened. I don't think spirits initially have the ability to affect your dreams or whatever. I think they need to build up that energy, and I think they need to
Mhm.
make some type of connection with you first,
Mhm.
because I think that dream world, or that inner reality, so to speak, I think that is your personal space, and for it to be affected, that means you have to have some type of connection with something, because usually it's your inner consciousness telling you or trying to show you things you need to pay attention to, perhaps change, maybe your inner wants, your needs. Huh. If that is the
Hmm.
case, why the heck can't remember anything? Man, I think we need to do a dream interpretation show one day.
Ooh, yes. Love
Yeah, I
it.
think so. Actually, how would you like to do that next month?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm love the subject.
Yeah, I'm gonna set that up somehow. I'm gonna get a couple of professionals or somebody. I'm curious about this now. Maybe they could tell me why I can't remember dreams, and most people, well, not most people, but a good portion can. All right, but
Yeah.
back to this thing here. Yeah, so you wouldn't know what you do if like a bad spirit got loose and it's just kind of there and spying on you almost, and just like, hey, I see you.
Creepy.
Where are you going? Yeah. Well, no, actually, if I'm being totally honest, and many psychics and mediums, channelers, they've all said this. They've all said, spirits are all around us, whether it's family members or friends, people we don't know. They're all around us, and they can see everything. They may not be able to communicate it with you, but they can see everything. And I'm thinking like, wait, like everything, like everything. And it's like, oh wow, that's actually, huh? So it makes me a bit more cautious, but not cautious enough. I mean, darn it, man, I'm getting looked at while I sneak a freaking piece of cheesecake, and that's at midnight.
Yeah, I don't think that, I mean, you just can't worry about it. I feel the same way. I feel like there's things around us 24/7, but I mean, who wants to be cautious about every little thing, you
Yeah,
know?
that is true, but also I think you're a borderline adrenaline junkie.
Borderline.
Yeah,
Borderline.
borderline. I say
Oh.
borderline because uh, you can be swayed not to do something, and
Mm-hmm.
I go back to when you were doing the superhero list, and you were telling
Mm-hmm.
me about jumping out of a plane.
Oh yeah.
Did you do that, by the way?
No. I legit took that as a sign. I was like, there's not today, Satan.
But before that, you were game.
Yeah, before that I was like, okay, cool, like I'll give it a try. Maybe it'll be fun, maybe I'll keep doing it. It'll be like a little hobby, but once you sent that and like she like was talking about it within like the previous weeks, I was like, this is synchronicity. There's no way.
This is
Yeah.
synchronicity. so, so again, I say borderline. But yeah, it's just weird. And who knows, maybe these EVP captures are just proof that they are around and they are listening and watching and touching. Oh, that has to be the
Ew, what?
worst.
Oh yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, have you ever been touched before? Like, and it was nothing there and you just wrote it off?
I used to have when I was like little, I used to feel like hands running up the back of my neck.
Huh.
It was really weird. Or I get my feet grabbed. Yeah.
Okay, that is weird. You never told me that one.
Mhm.
That is weird. Could be an alien.
Oh hell no.
Man, why is everyone so much against the aliens?
Well, why is an alien grabbing my foot?
They
Like,
have a
don't
foot
you have
fetish.
better
I don't
things to
know.
do? Don't you have alien stuff to work on? Why are you grabbing my foot?
Well, they might want to have some fun. And like I said, they might have a foot fetish or something.
Well, that's even more creepier. Oh my god.
Okay, let's move on to this
Yeah,
next
let's
EVP.
change the subject.
Getting towards the end of my mentorship. And getting towards the end of my mentorship. And
All right, so I didn't play the rest of them because you guys got it. It's a whatever it is, and it's one of those weird noises. Nima, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, weird noise. I don't know.
getting towards the end of my mentorship. And getting towards the end of my mentorship.
I don't know. It's weird because it again sounds like maybe a slurping or a breathing in,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Breathing
or
in.
maybe I don't know. Maybe it's getting high because I don't know if you've ever been around people
Oh,
who
it's
smoke
hitting a
weed.
joint.
Yeah, it's hitting a joint.
That's a good theory. Maybe Bob is over there getting high.
Ah, see, look, Bob already grew on you. Look at that. I'm on to something. See, she totally likes me. Now I get to touch her feet. Man, he's gonna be our mascot.
Oh my god, that'd be so awesome.
So clearly, this slurping noise is Bob.
Getting towards the end of my mentorship.
Yeah, that's Bob.
Yeah. Yep, he's hitting a joint.
He's hitting a joint. Honestly, though, this one, I don't know. Like again, I don't think it's Bonnie because that's she just wouldn't make. I spoke to her. I don't know how for how long. She's never made a slurping noise or a noise.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is though that I'm wondering the entity, if there is an entity doing this and it's not some electronic issue with software or whatever, why is it doing this type of noise?
Right.
Is it doing it on purpose? Is it trying to say, I'm going to eat you? I mean, what's the purpose of this? That's what I would really like to know. Alright, so let's move on to this next capture and see what we can see. Or hear what we can hear.
And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay.
So, what was that?
Yeah, that's definitely saying something. It says like a few, right?
I thought it was just a laugh, but let's hear it.
And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was a laugh, but it could be
Hmm.
saying something.
Yeah,
But
I feel like it's a few words, but I mean, you can't really make it out because her voice is over it. So
yeah, you can't make it out at all. But it's like, honestly, I really thought. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Technical difficulties, which I knew was going to come. And even if we're not recording live, this is unexplained possibilities, where tech issues are going to happen no matter what. Yeah, at first, like, I mean, even though to me it still sounds like a laugh almost, like, I almost want to say it sounds like blah blah as well.
wow.
Well, it's just me, though. If you had to guess, what do you think it's saying?
Get a job. Just kidding. I heard that, but I don't know. I know it's not saying that.
That's what you hear, though? Get a job?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't really make it out. But I feel like it's saying a few words
Yeah.
for sure.
But I think we both can agree that it's definitely something there.
Yep.
Okay, and let's go on to the next one.
As much as I've experienced it, it is. As much as I've experienced it, it is. As much as I've experienced it, it is.
Okay, so what did you hear first?
I hear yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I feel like it said yeah.
And it might just be me, but it. Let me play it again real quick.
As much as I've experienced it, it is.
Does it sound like? Oh my God! Here's this freaking ice cream truck.
I don't
Please
know.
don't.
It sounds like an ice cream truck.
Oh, it. Very funny. Okay, now let me redo this.
As much as I've experienced it, it is.
Yeah, I think it's definitely saying yeah, but I also think it's responding to Bonnie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
As much as I've experienced it, it is. As much as I've experienced it, it is. As much as I've experienced it, it is.
Huh. Like, does that sound like a response to you?
Yeah, kind of like just agreeing with her. Or when she says like, "Oh, I've as much as I've experienced it," it's like saying, "Yeah, maybe, yeah, she has experienced it."
Yeah, it's almost like it's waiting for more, though. It's to me like, come on, what else?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so that's crazy. I still can't get over. I just can't get over, like, these voices or anomalies, man. It's just so weird and just kind of freaky.
Mm.
Alright, so let's go to the next one here. Nothing to do with
Oh.
anything, but yeah.
Oh, so crazy. Oh, oh, so crazy. Oh, oh, so crazy. Oh, oh, so crazy. Oh, oh, so crazy. Oh.
Alright.
Yeah,
This-
that's definitely saying "get out."
Yeah. I
It's like
mean,
clear as day.
yeah. I don't even know what else to say to that. Um, and we know it's not Bonnie because it comes in while she's still speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And why would you tell her to get out? So Bonnie actually played this one to her coworker, and her
Uh huh.
coworker said the same thing. She heard, or he heard, "Get out," and he asked her, "Where were you?" "I was at home." It's like, I'm never coming to visit you. Yeah, but that one legit sounds like "Get out."
Yep.
So what would you do if a spirit told you to get out your home?
I'm like, I just, I don't know. I'd be like, I know you're not talking to me, so. So whoever else you want to get out, because I'm here to stay. It's my house.
Ooh, look at you turn into a gangster. I'm here to stay, chump.
This is my realm.
Yeah, all right. Get Bob. We'll get her out. Um, yeah, but that one, yeah, it's definitely clearly saying get out. It's really nothing to analyze. I mean, unless you are deaf, in which case, why the heck are you listening to this? I don't know. Um, yeah, well, you couldn't be listening to anything, so let me just shut up and play this again. Nothing to do with
Oh.
anything, but yeah.
Oh, so Kirk. Oh, oh, so Kirk. Oh, oh, so Kirk. Oh, oh, so Kirk. Oh, oh, so Kirk. Oh.
Oh man, that is crazy. It is definitely saying get out.
Hmm.
Now, does it sound like a female's voice?
Yeah, for sure.
And again, that's the weird thing. It's like male, female, male, female. I don't understand it unless it's one entity and it's just portraying both.
Hmm.
So, but
No.
let's move on and see what else here.
Sigil magic, yeah. Hmm.
Awesome.
Okay, so now I let a few people hear this, and I know I stopped it prematurely, but that's okay because you can hear. And at first, everyone and myself included, I said, "Oh, that's Bonnie," like clearly, and no, it isn't.
So it's
Um,
me?
no, it wasn't you either. That wasn't
Oh.
you that said awesome. So I'm gonna play it again, and then
But
I'll.
it's from her end.
It's from
Or
her
no.
end.
Okay.
All right, so let me play the full thing for you guys. But I'm telling you now, it's not Bonnie.
Sigil magic, yeah. Hmm.
Awesome.
Sigil magic, yeah. Hmm.
Awesome.
Sigil magic, yeah. Hmm.
Awesome. 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 Awesome.
Okay. So I think we can both agree it's saying awesome, right?
I don't know. Because I
Oh,
hear her say awesome, but I hear oh. I don't know. Like, play it again for me, because I feel like, oh. Sigil magic, yeah. Hmm.
Awesome.
Sigil magic, yeah. Hmm.
Awesome.
Sigil magic, yeah. Hmm.
Awesome. 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 Awesome.
Okay. I hear the awesome, but that's not her?
that's not her.
Huh.
Yep. And I hear the that O part, and then it
Yeah.
switches to her, but that's not Bonnie.
Wow.
Yes, that I promise you 110% that's not Bonnie. It's coming from her side, but she did not say anything during this.
Crazy.
So, you tell me what's up.
Me, I don't know.
All right, well, I think we can establish that Bonnie is definitely haunted.
Yep.
And would you ever want to visit her?
No.
Yep, see? Sorry, Bonnie, it's not
Well,
just me.
I mean, we could go have dinner somewhere, but
You can have dinner.
But I'm not going to her place.
Aw. But I'm pretty sure she, of all people, will understand. So, but yeah, man, that's it. Those are our 16 captures. And which one for you is the one that stands out the most?
Definitely the Get Out. That's got to be the most.
For me, well, it's two of them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the Get Out, and even though you don't hear it, for me, it's the Zozo one because I swear to God, it's saying "Be gone,"
Yeah.
but you're like, I still don't hear it, Melvin.
Yeah, for some weird reason, I just don't hear that one.
Nah, that's fine. And this is a good place to end it. Thank you all for checking us out. And remember to follow Unexplained Possibilities on Facebook and Twitter. And if you haven't done so yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button so you can get a lot more content from us. And remember, guys, there are things that go bump in the night. Go ahead and tell them hi. Bye, everybody.